Hey flippers, welcome to Pinball Pursuit, one couple's journey to decide on a pinball machine to get for their basement. I'm Dr. C.
And I'm Mrs. J. Today we are going to prevent you from having to do your own research into the depths of a forgotten library and unlock the secrets of one of pinball's most exciting features, wizard modes. Let's dive in.
First, what exactly is a wizard mode? In pinball, it's a special game mode that unlocks after completing certain objectives. You can think of it as the ultimate challenge, or the final boss of a game.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? Now let's talk about what a wizard mode actually is. In most modern pinball machines, you've got a series of tasks or modes to complete first. This could be hitting specific targets, defeating mini-bosses, or unlocking story elements within the game. Once you've completed every main objective, the game rewards you by activating Wizard Mode, which is like an ultimate high-stakes bonus round. It's the final showdown that ties everything together. You're often battling for the biggest points, and sometimes even for the ending of a game. For example, in Lord of the Rings from Stern, released in 2003, the Wizard Mode is finally destroying the One Ring in the depths of Mount Doom.
But why is it called Wizard Mode? Why not call it Bowser Mode or something like that if it's the final challenge of a game?
Well, you can thank the song Pinball Wizard, originally written and performed by The Who, and then covered by Elton John. In fact, The Who made a rock opera called Tommy, which was all about the deaf, dumb, and blind kid who could sure play a mean pinball. And that was even made into a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical back in the 1990s.
You're joking.
I'm really not.
Now let's take a trip down memory lane. There is some dispute on what was the first game to include a wizard mode, but most people credit Black Knight 2000, released by Williams in 1989, as the first to include something like a wizard mode. This groundbreaking game introduced players to a special mode that offered the chance to face off against a titular Black Knight.
I heard it was actually Williams' 1990 follow-up machine, Funhouse, that was the first to have a wizard mode.
That one was closer to what most games do now. But in Black Knight 2000, after completing the various objectives such as hitting specific targets and completing the drawbridge sequence, players face off in a thrilling multi-ball scenario against the titular knight. In this mode, the gameplay becomes frenetic and exciting, with multiple balls in play and increased scoring opportunities. It's a perfect blend of strategy and chaos.
Now, not all wizard modes are created equal. Depending on the machine, wizard mode can take different forms, each with its own rules and challenges. Let's dive into a few different types that you might encounter.
First up, we have the score-based wizard modes. These are pretty straightforward. The main goal is to rack up as many points as possible in a limited amount of time or with a limited number of shots.
An example of this is in the game Star Trek 2013 Machine from Stern. In it, you have the Kobayashi Maru wizard mode.
Wait. Who is Koi and Sushi Magoo?
No, Kobayashi Maru. Hold on. Have you never seen Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan?
No, is it any good?
Is it any good? It's the best one. Okay, I'm adding it to our list. Anyways, in the Kobayashi Maru wizard mode, you get a 2-ball multi-ball and have limited time to make shots and score big points. And the goal is to get as many points as possible.
Score-based wizard modes are great if you love that fast-paced, pressure-filled challenge where every shot counts.
Next, there's objective-based wizard modes. Instead of just focusing on gaining points, you're given specific goals to complete, like hitting certain targets or defeating certain enemies. These modes are a bit more strategic, and often they're connected to the theme or story of the machine.
A famous example of this is in Jersey Jack's seminal game, The Wizard of Oz. In this wizard mode, you are battling the Wicked Witch of the West, and the game ends when you manage to melt her.
Aw, poor Elphaba. Finally, there's survival-based wizard modes, where the name of the game is simply to survive. You'll be juggling multiple balls, trying to stay alive as long as possible while the chaos ramps up. These modes can get pretty intense, and they really test your endurance as a player.
In Metallica, there's End of the Line, a brutal wizard mode where you have to keep multiple balls in play and hit tough shots under pressure.
Finally, before we finish up, let's talk about mini wizard modes. These are like wizard modes' little sibling. They're special modes that you can unlock before completing all the game's objectives. Mini wizard modes give you that taste of the epic challenge, even if you're not quite ready to tackle the full wizard mode just yet.
For example, in Star Wars by Stern, there's a mini wizard mode called Lightsaber Duel where you face off against Darth Vader. You don't need to complete every objective in the game to access it, but it's still an epic challenge.
When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.
Now, let's talk about a few famous wizard modes that have become legendary in the pinball community.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Let's do it. First up, we've got Rule the Universe from Attack from Mars. To reach this mode, you set out to destroy the Martian saucers and conquer the entire planet. Once you do, you enter this epic showdown where you're defending Earth and racking up huge points. It's fast, frenetic, and one of the most satisfying modes to complete.
Next is Tour the Mansion from the Addams Family, the highest selling pinball machine of all time. In this mode, you've completed all the mansion rooms, and now you're collecting massive points as you tour through them one last time. It's one of the most iconic wizard modes, and it perfectly captures the quirky theme of this machine.
Finally, let's look at Last Man Standing from The Walking Dead. After completing all of the major modes of the game, you have to survive a horde of zombies by repeatedly hitting shots that score major points. It's a perfect integration of theme and gameplay.
So to sum it up, wizard modes are the grand challenges of pinball, offering thrilling gameplay and significant rewards. They come in various forms, and defeating one certainly makes you a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard.
Thanks for joining us on this magical journey. Let us know what wizard mode is your favorite and which ones you've played before. Until next time.
Go flip out.